Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome to episode 10 of Millionaire. Let's see, we've done a couple of things in between episodes here. One is I accidentally unlocked the next level by having the... not that one, this one. I got the 250,000, we're now a Chief Executive Officer. So we're our CEO. I need to now get 500,000 in a single bag, and I need to place a tower and buy 100,000 shares. So I have a book around here somewhere. There's a book. This one, How to Be a CEO. So basically, you must now climb the corporate ladder, and to become chairman, the only way to do this is to buy your way. You must first own enough shares of the company to earn a place on the board. Then you must secure votes from other board members. So basically I've got to get 100,000 shares, so I'm going to need at least 500,000. And then I'm going to need votes. So I don't know how many votes I need to get, but then I need 100k of each of them. So that's going to take a long time. In the meantime, I've done a few unlocks. I now have Angel Ring, I have Dungeon Tactics, Inventory Pets, Simple Grinder, which you would have seen these two in the previous episodes. Now got Storage Drawers and Tinker's Construct. So some things that I'd like to get into in this episode. I'm going to need a few... oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to need a few bits and pieces. One of these is 6,000. So if I do this, I will get wearables. I don't know what the wearables mod does, but let's have a look at where generic pants, #1 component. Jetpack, that's interesting. Glasses. So I don't know what this one is. It's something different. A tie. A wearable fabricator. So some wood, some clay, and some carpet. Yeah, okay. So maybe I'll look into this. I wasn't sure what it did, so I thought I'd give it a bit of a look. But it looks like we can just make some pretty stuff to wear instead of, I don't know. Anyway, one other thing I've done, and you'll see it's just here. I've added a mod to the pack. Now, one of my things I was worried about was being able to generate enough power to run the refined storage system. So I've added a mod, and I think it fits to an extent. It's called Simple Generators, and all that is in Simple Generators is these 4 generators. And this one here, Simple Combustion Generator, is fairly cheap, and it burns coal and puts out 80 RF a tick. Basically, that's it. 80 RF a tick. You've got the culinary one, which I'm guessing takes food and turns it into power. You've got an ender one, which I'm guessing takes ender pearls. Again, they're fairly cheap. This one here, I would imagine it's going to use nether stars probably. But I put these in just so I had enough power to run a refined storage system, which is what I want to get into in this episode. I'm also going to use at RF Tools... I'm going to try and use some of these. Problem is I don't have any prismarine shards, and I don't know how to get them yet. So there's no way of converting back from prismarine blocks, which is unfortunate. But you may have noticed that I have another builder here. That one's still there. This one's doing really well. I put a generator on it, and... oh, you might know, I've also put the roads in, so I built some roads. Trying to make it just a little bit more like a town. So these two are in here. I'm going to need to move this before I can put the crossroads in, which is what I want to do. But we've got, this is working nicely. It's got dirt and cobble and stuff in it. We're at $10,000 there, which maybe that's getting close to another mod unlock. So, I wanted Steve's carts for 9. So it's gone past that already. Went straight to putting a distributor on top of this. So it's basically pushing everything straight into the distributor. And I'll take that because it's not going to give us any money. Anything in here it will sell and make, there it goes, just sold some cobble and make money from, which is very cool. So it's actually got no power in here at the moment, and probably no power in here, so it's not working. But the two of these is generating, so 80 and I think it's 60, yeah. So it's generating quite nicely. It's still doing the chunk that we originally set up. But this one over here, being a little tricky, and I don't know whether it's going to help me or not, but you may have noticed there's some stuff in it. We've got some stone bricks, we've got some wood planks, some blocks of quartz, and a few other bits and pieces. Now, I've set it up to quarry this city, just because I felt like it. So literally, it's probably easier, instead of me walking over there, you can just see the dirt here. So it's designed to go from the corner of this near building there. I pill it up and right clicked up here, and then I dug my way back down. And then I put the other side of it about here. So if we go in a bit, see, I think I did the whole city. I want to say I did, otherwise I may have only done this piece. Pretty sure I did the whole city. So it's like here that I put it down. So it's actually going to quarry the entire city. Only down to about ground level, wherever the lowest building I found was. I didn't dig down underground or do anything, but it's going to quarry all that and place it in this chest. And I'm going to be able to use or sell these materials. So we've got nether brick here for $56. That's actually a pretty decent thing. I'm not sure where I can sell nether brick though. I'm going to have to check through my book on what I can and can't sell. Here, have some more of that. But that's just ticking away, and hopefully we'll be able to make a bit of cash from here. I don't know why the seeds aren't selling. That $147 for blocks of quartz. Quartz I can use. I can run it through the simple grinder, and we get our bits of nether quartz back. But prismarine, no go. I'm pretty sure there's no thing for it. I thought I had some in one of my chests, but going through these chests has become a chore, which is why I want to get into refined storage. So if you remember, I unlocked it a few episodes back and I haven't done anything with it, so let's get into some of this. So we're going to need some silicon, some quartz enriched iron, machine casing, which is quartz enriched iron and stone. Quartz enriched iron is 3 iron and nether quartz. So there's a bit there, and I should have a few other stacks in one of these chests. But I mean like blocks of quartz. Worst case. So I've got some more in here. So I can throw them in the grinder here and it will give me what I need. But I need some stone, so it might just be easier for me to come and borrow some from there. So let's do this. Let's make... I'm going to need some silicon too, so I might put... I got some stone there. Might put one of these in stacks in here for now. And I've been like using up things that are burnable, like ladders and things. You have a few more ladders. So that's going to give us some silicon, and I'm going to need to sleep soon. One of these like this. Okay. That gives us a bit over a stack of quartz enriched iron. Come on, night time yet. It's the 3 we need for the first machine. So let's sleep here. And yeah, the cool thing we're going to get here is we're going to be able to clean up all these chests and then set up maybe some automated exports of burnables into some of these furnaces, and then wirelessly transmit some power around just to keep things a bit neater. So I want one of these. I'm going to grab 2. Just for the moment. Let's put this back, and then we want missing a diamond. And here I go, hunting through chests again. Alright, got a diamond. There's a controller. Awesome. I kind of want to build it into one of the buildings. I think that'd be cool as well, but they seem to like repair themselves, so in that instance I don't want it to break my my system. So maybe I'll build it alongside the road over here, or whenever I get it to come back this direction. Right, so I'm also going to need a grid, and to make a grid I'm going to need processors, which means I'm going to need a solderer. So I'm going to need a couple of sticky pistons, which I think I already made. And yeah, I was going to say, no, more like I put them away in one of the myriad of chests that we have. So a solderer, like so. You know what? I'm going to borrow this from over here. I mean, we can make another one. They are cheap. Let's make another one. Because I think what we're going to have is we're going to have crossroads here, and it's going to I'll build it. I'll build the system like here. So let's make another generator. Combustion one, so 3 irons. Yeah, okay. We can do that. 3 iron. Yep. So we need a block of redstone. Oh, need the furnace. Let's grab... Oh, I'll just grab a furnace instead of trying to make one. Let's grab one of these, and I'm going to plop him here. And again, not ideal, because obviously this isn't generating enough power to keep it going. So it's going to use 3 FE a tick, which is probably about the same as 3 RF. This will charge itself up. Okay, so we're going to need processors. So first things first, let's go back to refined. There's a few things I'm going to need. 1, I need the grid, and 2, I need the storage device. So the disk, not the manipulator, I want the disk drive. So we're going to need at least an advanced processor. So that's diamond. And I'm probably do it. Maybe we can do it as a block. And the grid requires a construction. So we're going to need a couple of gold and a couple of iron, and then I want to turn it into a crafting. So I'll need an advance. So let's grab, I don't know, 3 diamonds. You turn into processors, please. Gold is the next one, probably 3 or maybe 4 of them. I'm going to need a couple of iron ones. So it's very slow, but it's going to make us some processors. So once we get disk drives, we're going to need disks. So I'd like to get some decent amount. I mean, these are fairly cheap. Just going to require a bunch of basic processors. I'll probably just start off with some 4Ks to you know, to get along with. 16 would be nice, but then we need, you know, 3 4s and another 4 gold processors, and yeah, you get the picture. It's going to take me a little while. Let's see, still can't do anything yet. Let's look at that. So the disk drive. It's one of these, an advanced, and just a chest, it looks like. It does show a shulker box, but it's just an Ore Dictionary thing. So let's make a chest instead of like trying to drag things around in a non-circle. Throw a few of them in there. Let's see. I don't think there's much more I'm going to need now. Eventually we're going to need to do like importers, which is going to require basic processing. Glowstone's the thing I'm going to be struggling on. I may need to go... actually, we might get some from the city. So hopefully in this one over here we'll get it. Take that out of there. You know what? I wouldn't mind making that ender generator and just seeing what sort of power it puts out. I've got a few ender pearls. Nothing amazing. But it might be nice to... Once we get the energy storage up, it might be nice to use them to generate a little bit. Okay, so 6 of them, and we're going to need... Alright, let's just throw all of them in there. Going well. We've got one more, really. That was it. One. Oh gosh. Good thing we've got this tree farm over here that's generating charcoal as well. Well, I know these are worth $10, but I might just burn them for a minute. That'll get us something. 7. So what do I need for the first one? I want to make... This drive needs one advance, so that's one of the diamond ones. So what? One of them. Okay. And it needs this, which I'm going to need a few more of. Because next will be a grid, so I will need one more of them. So let's make one. Actually, let's make 2. I built up a nice amount of power in here, which is good. There's one of them. The next thing I'm going to need is obviously the grid, so I'm going to need at least 2 gold. So let's do 2 of the gold ones. And while that's processing through, we will make the disk drive. Awesome. I'm going to plop him there for now. Next thing would be to make these. So we're going to need a bunch more silicon, which is another reason for cooking up some of this quartz. And you know, going on this block of quartz, I'm just going to run some more through the grinder. As I said, I'm going to get more from cutting out the city. And I think, is this the only city there is? It might be. Got some other things I can potentially bulldoze down. It's the only city I've found so far, but I'm not going to use it for anything other than materials. We've got a dungeon over here, which I forget what I tagged as. I think I just tagged it as the dimensions. It's a dungeon. We've got sand, we've got red sand, we've got some terracotta. There's lots of things around that we can potentially use for resources. Looking like this is where our quarry is currently running. It had a lot to do, if you remember, we did a fairly large chunk here. Right, here you go, another 6, great. We got our 2. So I'm also going to need, for the grid, I need 2 of the iron ones. Okay. So let's do, actually, let's do this. Do all of them. While we're waiting, let's make, I need glass. Should have a bit of glass. 6 there. Worst case, I'm going to need to go and get, there's a bit more. Going to need to go and get some more glass. In which case, it's just grabbing some sand and going to town with vein miner. So that's 1, 2, 3 for now. Okay, and then we want to make a single 4K, which is going to require the 4 processors. Can I sleep yet? No. There's 3 of them. 4. Okay, let's... Should be asleep. One of these gets us that one. Okay, that's the two separate cores. Right. Can I make a grid? Yes, I can. And as I said, I want to turn it into a crafting grid, so I'm going to need another advanced processor. Which means I need at least another one of these, because I used it up. So one of them, like so. And I'm going to need a crafting table. Right. And almost done. Yep, so you, and you. Excellent, making us a grid. We have the 3 1Ks. We need to make it into a 4K, so I'm going to need four basic processors. I have 4. Fantastic. Okay, so crafting grid. Plop him on top. This is where all our items will be. Can I make you? Yes, I can. Can I now make you into a disc? So I need what looks like clear glass. Oh, I don't. I just need normal glass. Here's a 4K storage disc. Pop that in there and we can hold 4,000 items. So I should be able to do this and drop a ton of stuff into here. And how much do we use? 639. So that's a good start. But I want more. I want more and more. So I'm going to need to be able to make some cables. So that's just quartz enriched iron. So I should now be able to do this. Make some cables. And then I'm going to want an importer. Or is it smarter for me? Here comes the new one. Now that I have storage drawers, I think it's probably more worth my while to make a ton of these and a drawer controller. Again, fairly cheap. And then store a lot of my stuff in the drawers and all the random junk in this disk drive. Because we can do this with an external storage, like so. So I'm thinking that is the best way of doing this. We should have heaps of wood over here. Let's grab a couple of tons of wood and let's make quite a few chests. We're going to have a lot of items. Let's make 32 chests and then turn them into these basic drawers. 32 basic drawers. I'm going to need eventually to do upgrades. Let's make a drawer controller. So we're going to need some sticks. I've probably got sticks. I don't want to turn that wood into sticks if I've already got some somewhere. There they are. Some redstone, gold, etc. Let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. 1, 2. And a drawer gives us a drawer controller. We then need to work on the external storage unit. So we're going to need a couple of chests, a cable, a gold, and 2 iron processors. So let me grab these and one of them. A couple of them. Okay. So I want 2 of them. So we will put our drawer thing here, and then I'm going to just go literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like so, and we're going to end up putting, I don't know, I'll have to put something down, bit of dirt maybe. And put these down. And again, we've got tons more wood. We can make tons more of these drawers. But that's a good start. Right. They will be done. I need at least 3 of these. And then we can start putting things in these drawers. So maybe some oak wood and some dark oak wood. I don't know. It's going to take me a bit to work out what I want in where. But once we've got that all organised, I'll be able to double click on here and it'll put it in the right drawer. And anything it imports will go in the right place as well. So let's see, while we're in doing this, let's grab you, take you out, go that, that and that. And then the 2 iron ones. So the importer is going to require another gold and another iron. So we'll get that done, put these in. And then in between episodes, I guess, I'll import everything out of these chests into drawers and then just do a bit of sorting, move some stuff around. Hopefully this works. Apparently these warehouse things can actually connect to storage drawers from what I've been told. I don't know, I don't exactly know how, but that would be an interesting thing to investigate. We're using 8 RF a tick. This puts out 80 RF a tick. We're pretty good. Eventually, I'll have an exporter onto it, and we'll be able to use that instead. So I want one more of them. While I'm doing that, let's make this, and I think it was the other one, wasn't it? It was one of these. That. External storage. Need 2 chests. So let's just make 2 chests. 1 external storage. Plop it on there. This should now have access to those drawers. So, if I take all of these out, and it may be worth me doing compacting drawers here. So I've got some pistons. Actually, let's do that. One of these drawers, we'll do this to finish up the episode, because one of these drawers has pistons in it. I can make at least 2. Just a couple of compacting drawers. So let's make another. Did that in spruce, didn't I? Pretty sure it was spruce. 1, 2. Oh, actually, it's not going to matter with these ones, is it? Because it's a compacting drawer. One, 2. I'm wondering, because you've only got a limit to how far these go. So let's put 1. That didn't work. Let's put 1 there, and goodness me. I don't think I can jump and see it, can I? Oh, okay. There we go. And then I'm going to put iron in there. So we've got blocks of iron. So when all the iron goes back now, I'll need to lock this actually. Let's make a key. Can I make this yet? No, I will need to make another drawer. They're probably all going back in there. Oh no, I need to put this as a higher priority. So anything that goes back in here now will go back into the drawers instead of anywhere else. So let's make one more drawer. Turn it into this. And then a couple of gold nuggets will help. Like so, gives us a key. I can lock that drawer. I'm not sure about these ones yet, but now when I take all the iron out and put it all back in, it's all going to go into this drawer instead of back into this disk drive, and we'll drop the amount that we've used of the disk drive. Alright, so basic system. As I said, I'm going to make an importer. Because we are at the wrapping up point now, I'm going to make an importer, which, as I said, will need another iron, which I've put away. One of them. So it's going to require another one of these. I'll make that. I'll import everything out of these chests, and then we'll work on a way of potentially using this as a way to recycle items and get more stuff out of it. But for the moment, thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments in the section below. And I hope you come back and join me next time. See you later.